Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to the middle of the week, where apparently it's already a fnerbles. Welcome in, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. Goodness, we've got many people already in and trying to drive me crazy. Oh, wait. That's not going to work. I'm already there. And fnerbles is roaming again. Look at this. He's happily bouncing up and down the walls. Welcome in, everybody. We've got a Blast Jordan plopping down in the corner, and a Frauke sneaking in with intermittent internet issues to share. I don't want those. How am I supposed to stream if you give me internet issues? I don't want them. Nobody wants them. We'll return them to sender. True Purple, welcome in. Kelbirdie, Chaos Tween, welcome in. Ritsu, good to see you as well. And that was everyone who got here before I even considered starting the stream. Oh, helps if I remember to start the music. We have the Parade of Bots, which is always lovely, and the scurrying commences. Welcome. Whoops, nearly fell off the bridge. Welcome in, Feg. I hope that you're doing well. More scurrying. Mia Kula, welcome in. Good to see you. Glam Pixie, welcome in. Hashtag Freed Pixie. Ritsu scurrying, Blast Jordan scurrying, Blast redeeming a Hydrate, Heil Hydrate, Squeaky Bottle of Doom still squeaks. Yep, Squeaky Bottle of Doom still streaks. Volder, welcome in as well. Plot twist. Imagine if Scotsman was actually, like, French or Italian or something. Dang it. You've caught me out. I am actually Jack the Whipper's brother. No. I wish. That would be fun. Would mean I could learn all sorts of interesting circus skills. Nope, I am me. Glam Pixie, welcome in. Again, I know I said that once. Mia Kula on a small streak, but managing to escape from the Merry White House bot. 3 escapes, no catches, doing well there. Midna, welcome in. Thank you for joining the scurry. Many buttons getting booped here. Kel setting off the chaos cannon? The confetti cannon. I mean, what's the difference? A chaos cannon or a confetti cannon? One of the 3. And managing to flee away from the Merry White House bot. 14 escapes, 3 catches. Nice. We have a... I'm not sure we should quote that one. We have a Pokemon in chat. for those who might be interested in catching it. Feg joining the scurry. Goodness. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Midna joining the Hall of Banners. Oh, fantastic. Yes, there is a Discord channel for putting the Hall of Banners designs into. You can see the sort of thing that people have been setting up by way of information that I can see. Usually use one of the online things. It'll show me the things that I need to click in the right order. And hopefully I'll be able to actually get it right for you. Yes, Feg, yes. fnerbles is always up to something. Frauke on a 450 stream streak straight into a 30-second internet outage. Goodness. At which point Feg triggers the words, and then, despite that outage, you managed to escape from the very White House bot there, Frauke. So, congratulations on that. Elkhorn, welcome in. 92 scurrying squirrels so far, getting there. Squeak, squeak, squeakums. Oh, it's a stretch from Kel. Thank you, Kel. Oh, ow, ow, ow. And then stretch. Oh, yeah, that's, okay, that's, remember, everyone, hydrate, med check. Ooh. Stretch. Food. Take care of yourselves. What have we got? We've got a pinurchin, which I think is... I'm not quite sure why that had a broken icon for me. Not quite sure about that one. I am Jacques the Whipper's... okay. That one could get me into trouble. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. And it was a... Wait, what? Oh, it is a pinurchin. Right. One of these days I know what's going on. You just want to know who Jacques the Whipper is. Look for him on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel. He does shorts. He is also on Twitch. He plays all sorts of things on Twitch, including Dungeons and Dragons. But he is... an entertainer who participates in Ren fairs, is very, very silly, creates songs with whips, and generally will respond to somebody, the right bloke, yelling, Slayer! Occasionally. He does play D&D, to the point at which there are actually dice that you can get that are in his theme. Oh, they're lovely. I got a set this week. He is also from a circus family, from what I can tell, which is why he has all sorts of very surreal skills, including being able to actually use whips. Lotus, welcome in from on the Ren Fair circuit. Does the whip skills show? Exactly. Whippy skills. But must be having a case of the Mondays on Wednesday. It's not able to catch any streakers. Sometimes it's slow. Also, hi Simon. You heard whips. Oh my. Ryan, welcome in. A bard, his instrument is whips. Exactly. That's a bard that in D&D you really do not want to actually go up against. Oh, and Blast caught the Pokemon. I will catch up with things. There's Simon. At least you don't have to run away from Ravagers today. Thank goodness for that. Slayer. Dungeons and Dragons. So many. So many things that I shouldn't be saying. And that sentence there, Feg. Something tells me I am so tempted to say we should quote that line from Feg of Dungeons and Dragons. Whipper, entertainer, gotcha. That almost feels like it should be quoted. Jack the Ripper, not Jack the Ripper. Goodness. You need to watch the D&D from Jack. He's fun. He's fun. Right. Let's see. Oh, hey up. I was waiting for that email. Great. Lovely. Alright. I'm going to have fun with that one. I have a parcel that is being held by UPS. They claim it has... get this one. This is where it gets ridiculous. £250 worth of import duties on it. For a parcel which has a shipping value of 70. The contents have a value of 70. And I have paid for tax in advance. So there should be no import duties at all. So I have no idea what's going on. It's one of those sort of things of, I am going to have to... Yeah. Be highly unimpressed at somebody, I suspect. The Whippy Show. Regularly partners up content creators, sells swords, etc. Yes. Also, how is... yeah, well, I don't know if it's a tariff thing. I think it's somebody's fnerbled up stuff. How is volume? I have turned up the game sounds for you guys since yesterday. Yeah, we don't have tariffs in this country in that form, Elcon. I mean, we have standard VAT, which is standard 20%, but yeah. Oof, an e-reader stuck in customs. Yeah. Customs are wacky in 10 million ways. Yeah. Oh, when's the post office just forgot to send you... Yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to have to... So the shipping company, or the company that ships the parcel, are getting the runaround from UPS. Yay. So I may have to deal with the UK version of UPS and tell them to get fnerbled. Either that, or present them with paperwork that says, you're ripping me off, go back to square one. Shenaniganery, yes. Thank you for the lurk, Ritsu. Oh, I need to de-wax my copper. Get fnerbled would be censored for not being posh enough. Well, one must be very careful and declare that one is appropriately telling someone to get fnerbled. If one does not tell someone in the correct accent that one must get fnerbled, then you will find that they are not upper class enough, and they will give you the royal fnerbling. On that note. So, where did we get to yesterday? After stream, I made a couple of minor adjustments to this. I have changed some of the solid blocks into walls, just as a way of making this a little bit more textured. Kickstarter limited atomic purple game Sir Pocket Taco. And I also came through and did this entire section of tunnel, cave, whatever, because it was a rather I've just read Elkhorn's one. I'll comment on that one in a second. Because it's such a small cave, I had the feeling it took ages to do, and I just had a feeling it would be impossible to record. I may do the same with this bit because, to be honest, you've watched me do this wall. You've watched me do lots of cave. I think it's probably more useful to actually deal with the other sections of this. However, I do need to to comment on Elkhorn's statement. It's only fnerble if it comes from the Scotsman region of the UK. Otherwise, it's just sparkling sod off. Like the off-stream diamond hunt where they end up with with a stack of diamond blocks. Look, this lot took me 2 extra hours, including all of this, to the point at which all of this is done as well. You didn't need to see 2 hours of additional cave creation. You're going to see a lot of cave creation anyway, because all of this wall needs to be done. But you didn't need to see that, you know. Also, I don't think I have a stack of diamond blocks. I don't think I have even a stack of diamonds. Not seeing much of anything at the moment. You're in the office on mobile. So it doesn't matter that I then therefore can't stare at you through my tootsies in sheer absolute just fnerblery. Tootsies. I started a new job doing today. Parcel doing. I'll start that one again. I started a new job today doing parcel delivery. At my first drop, the homeowner had left a note saying, "We're out, so please hide in the bin." I'm still hiding. I'm hungry and it's dark. Help. Help me, help me. I've been in this bin since 1842. It's the time, not the year. Can you imagine being in a bin for that long? Right. I am, however, running low. You lock the bin. I'll feed it into the I'll feed it into a trash compactor. Is that Oscar the Grouch's backstory? Wow. Just don't let it turn into a garbage fire. Scots, we're not playing Repo. No, but it's the sort of thing that might be funny to do. Play Repo, that is. It tries chains and padlock. Wow. Cal, I didn't know you were into that. Repo is such fun. It is. And then you find me turning around and going, I'm gonna lead this thing and end up dropping into the bin. I believe you are back, Frauke, yes. What kind of ads are you getting? Whoop. Fnerbles. Oh no. Now you know what happened to your package. Fnerbles stuck into it, adding an undeclared extra value. What does this sign say? Oh, okay. Sir, I got flustered enough in Lunar Stream. I don't need it here. Well, if one does get flustered so much by all the things that happen in chat, one must be careful. And it's another Pokemon in chat, and, well, I'm out of Quick Balls. Okay. And you can't buy those, so, fnerbles. Actually, I don't think you, meow, 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 meow. Oh, and Kelly's shooting blast. So the world is normal. Here we find a Kel shooting blast. I guess that's how you say that. Good grief. There are days when one wonders what is going on, and the rest of the time, one knows it's a little bit broken. Hey, Kiwi, welcome in. And you are never innocent, Blast. You stopped being innocent about 12 seconds after you said, "I'm innocent." I'm innocent. No, you're not. Ooh, and the para was caught by myself and Glam. And we have a lurking Feg. Have a good lurk, Feg. Take care. It returns to interview prep. Good luck with that. It sounds painful. What do you mean? You're always innocent. You always claim you're innocent. No one ever believes you, but you always claim, and that's the thing. We admire your tenacity. The fact that it's never accurate is an entirely separate issue. Uh-oh, here we go. Elkhorn. I don't know. What do frogs eat in Paris? French flies. Good Lord. Alright, let's have, I think, which is probably a bad starting statement. Alright, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to bring this entrance over to here. I mean, this feels like it's a perfect entrance for, that might be good. I wonder. Throws 2 CV at Elk. Goodness. I mean... Hello. Hi. Hi. It's a small car from France that, to be honest, given a small toolkit and a hammer, you can take to pieces completely. And by a small toolkit, I mean a crowbar and a screwdriver. Well, and a hammer. To a curriculum vitae. No. Do you remember a tiny, tiny yellow car in a James Bond film, which basically got shot to fnerbled and back? Not much of it was left at the end. I can't remember which. It's like a chunky Volkswagen, you like it? I'm trying to remember which James Bond film it was, but basically it's a tiny little car that you can probably roll over with one finger. Jaws drove it, Moonraker. Yeah, actually, that might be the one. I think there's also another one where James drives it as well. But it might be that actually Jaws drives it at the end after James gives it up, or something like that. It's more French than frog in a beret with a moustache eating a baguette. A baguette, sir? That's pretty French, yes. Oui, oui. Not in public, please. Don't know why I'm looking there. There we are. That's the underside. Returns to luck. Here we find the mythical lurking Feg. Fury's only right Bond, wrong movie. Okay. So what I'm thinking, I've got to be careful, I'm using that word again, is put an archway in here and have this become an exit ramp, as we've previously discussed. Oh look, it's a hydrate! Heil hydrate! Thank you, Blast. So if we turn this into a nice exit ramp, we can use this as a loading dock. Turn the camera count around a bit so that we can actually see what we're doing in here a bit. He says working completely outside the camera count's view. I mean, really. Hello, Blackclad. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Part of me is thinking, which is usually a bad sign. Whoop, no, not that one. I mean, I'll probably take that wall out later. Got to things, sadly, if you make it back in time. Okay, I hope things go okay, Blackclad. And thank you for the check-in as well. 85. Sorry, 95 and 84. I mean, I got two of the numbers right, just not in the right order. Not sure it's how it works. That doesn't feel right. Once again, your streak has reset. Really? That's just fnerbly. I really wish I could control that better. I'm sorry, Black Lad. Yes. Very White House bot can't catch you if you don't streak. Yep. I really wish Twitch would see you when using TV or other media player. Yeah. There are a great many things that don't quite stack up. Unfortunately, this is all we have to play with by way of making things work. The most I can do is what I've done, I'm afraid. Which is decide that occasionally it's better to ignore Twitch and add in my own tracking. I mean, I guess that raises the question. Should I look at adding a streak into the scurry? So that even people who don't, who Twitch don't recognize for some reason can streak. Scurry streak would be good. I'll see what I can do about that one, because it's that would require me to figure out last stream, last streak, and all sorts of interesting elements by way of things. So I don't know how I would reset it. So I'll have a look and see if there are ways I can do it. It feels like it should be possible, but there's a massive difference between what should be possible and what can be done where computers are concerned sometimes. Because computers. Gotta love them. I'm curious, did I leave suggestions of... Nope, okay. Oh. Fnerbles. I don't believe it. I don't. I've gone Victor Mel. I've gone all Victor Meldrew. I've got this tunnel coming out immediately under a pair of supports. Oh, that doesn't work. Architecturally, that would be silly. So, do I bring this tunnel over to here, so that it comes out here? Or do I stick an archway over this, so that it looks like it's actually a split tunnel around the supports? I could do. I mean, it would have to be quite wide. Well, actually, that might make sense. Turn it into a turning loop, and have the supports actually be in the center of the roundabout section. Turning circle feels like it might be the best solution of the 8 different ones that have crossed my mind in the last 12 nanoseconds. Does mean actually cutting quite a bit out of the of this section of landscaping, which might take a while. Oh, and we have an event Pokemon. Is this an off by 1 error or a scope creep? It might actually be both, Elkhorn. Although that said, the more I look at this, the more I think it's going to be easier to move the tunnel. And just have it coming in at an angle. Part of me is also tempted to put in a... No, that wouldn't work. This isn't 3x3. I'm thinking of putting... I'm trying to find somewhere in these builds at some point to put in, say, a 3x3 piston door or something. Just to start putting in silliness that's redstone-ish. Because this area kind of feels like it should have redstone in it. What if Kiwi got a it's a sparkling egg. We've got more sparkling boing. It's another sparkling egg. Nicely done, Kiwi. Exciting. I mean, I don't know where this road's going yet. I do know where I need to get it to. I just don't know where how I'm going to get it there. Because theoretically, I need to get it down to. Theoretically, I need to get it down to here, which means bringing it up here over this hole, which is a bad idea, through these trees, which is just forestry. And over this hole, which is another problem. Why is this landscape so holy? You're gonna run with it. And another pun tax. Goodness, you fnerbled. Wouldn't it be nice if it wasn't fnerbled? Wouldn't it be nice if it wasn't nuts? I can work with that. That feels better. It's Minecraft. It knows you like hole in the world, so it keeps adding more. I'm not sure about like holes in the world. I'm not convinced I do like them. Hey, Hunter. How's things going? I see you've been on a recruiting spree for us. Like makes no difference to the game. It's not going to get hung up on the details. Gee, thanks, game. I saw a sign and thought it was a skeleton. For those who have no idea what I was talking about a minute ago, Hunter posted a picture in Discord of a pair of squirrels that apparently have decided they're now members of the SLA, and Hunter is the local commandant. Things are going well despite repeated attempts by SLA recruits to break into your flat. Is that a bad thing? I mean, it just means squirrel. Something tells me I need to empty my inventory a bit. Do, 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 do. Although, that said, I'm fairly sure that acts of squirrel are not covered by most people's insurance. I need to eat. Flatmate has just declared we're starting a squirrel uprising. Viva la squirrel revolution! It's a natural disaster. They'd use that as their the natural disaster get out of paying fnervelry. I sound like I'm Jacques the Squirrel! Viva la Squirrel Revolution! Is today already going off the rails? Hey, Canadian Dragon, welcome in. It's always important to make sure your fnerbles has an Acts of God clause. Hey, Cyber. Welcome in, Dab. An Acts of God's clause in your fnerbles. Well, that's a thing. You can get natural disaster insurance on your car for falling trees, hailstones, and untimely deer crossing the road. That sounds like a dear problem to have. Oh, no, that was not a block. That was just a... Okay, that looks cool. That we can work with. I think this looks... there's some opportunities to make this look like a very, very nice entrance here. Cost me more than $1 the last time I hit a deer. Oh dear. Acts of God clause is pretty much the exact opposite from natural disaster insurance. Means they don't have to pay due to freak accidents. Yeah, exactly. It's an insurance company. If they can find a way, I was going to say if they can find a way not to pay, they will. But I'm not fairly sure I'm not allowed to say that in public. At least not without a disparagement clause. And insurance companies have lots of lawyers. It's like second largest number of lawyers in the world. Largest number of lawyers in the world being Nintendo. Don't sue me, Nintendo, please. I have so much to live for. Hey, Sin Lily, welcome in. Oh, we're at 99. I got 99 squirrels, but a scurry ain't one. This is a snack and a... off by one scurry. Yep. Occasionally it will just be one off. It'll get there. It usually does. Okay, that's feeling like it's more of an entrance now. might be worth adding some gravel to the edges of that path to sort of, whoop, no, overshoot, to blend it in a bit with the outside world. And maybe some, yes, coarse dirt to go with it. That's not what I meant to do. That was. Where has my coarse dirt gone? Option 3. There it is. Let's grab some podzol. It might be useful. No. That, yeah. There's the gravel. So if I get gravel, podzol, coarse dirt, we can do something around the edge. So here, put the... No, I did not go anywhere near that. I swear, Hermitcraft basically goes into that building and it's like, is it nailed down? No. Can we sell it? Maybe. Can we sell it? Maybe. Can we sell it? Oh, go on. Fair, am I right with that? They definitely have that feel of, if it's not nailed down, they'll try and sell it. Or play with it. Although, honestly, if Minecraft and Microsoft haven't figured out that that's what happens, more fool them. Because they've done this 2 years in a row. They should know what's coming. All it needs... which bit? All it needs is that software that turns Minecraft chunks into 3D prints. I've seen that software. It's interesting. Alright. That works. I'm going to take a guess at how to pronounce this, so I apologise. Is that Olatink? Welcome in, either way. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. If I have thoroughly butchered your name, please give me a suggestion on what I should be using as a way of saying it. All suggestions helpfully and successfully accepted. That's a doth, fnerbles. Come on. Let's get this block into the right place. There we are. Better. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Not quite sure where we're getting to, but we're getting there. Actually, I don't think it should be this many blocks wide. I think we should only be having... Yes. If this is sort of 5 or 6-ish... How wide is this anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 45-degree angle. Sokotoa, yeah. You're sure Mojang knows what's going on when the hermits get there. They're like, yes, can we get rid of old stock and bring out new stuff? Yeah. That I can believe. That I can believe. I'm assuming that's a auto cucumber getting in the way of Hermit. First prelude. Well, first 86. Pokemon in chat. Prelude, welcome in, and thank you for joining the scurry. And guess what? That's another 100 squirrels in the scurry. No, it's not. That was a 30 stream streak, not a scurry. Dope. Thank you for the 30 stream streak. In which you've then immediately gotten caught by the Merry White House bot and ended up in blanket jail. Oh. I think I need my brain checked. Possibly my eyes as well. Maybe my ability to read. And of course, Preludes in ads. The blanket jail welcomes all. Apparently Mary finally managed to actually catch somebody today. Well, I think you're probably out of ads by now, Prelude. Welcome in. Thank you for the 30 stream streak. Terribly sorry. Merry White House has immediately put you into blanket jail. It is nice and warm and comfy in there, though. Apparently they took umbrage at your streak. Not quite sure where they took umbrage to, but they took it. Here in this stream. Okay, now you can hear me butcher your name and your wife Tink. Awesome! Sometimes I make Merry White House sound like Bloody Mary. Look, the Merry White House bot is there for a reason. Comedy. Pure and simple. That's all. All entry to chat is... all streaking through chat is carefully controlled by Mary. And if Mary feels that Mary thinks that you are committing an act of indecency by streaking through their chat, then they will stop you and throw you into blanket jail. Yeah. If Mary doesn't like what she sees when you streak, she banishes you to the shadow dimension. Exactly. You go to jail in this chat, other chats, they only put you in the corner. No. It's blanket jail. Blanket jail is very... Sorry. Let me get away from this sign. Blanket jail is very different. You get wrapped up in a snuggly blanket and then thrown in a corner. Alright. I have no problem with blanket jail. I love cuddling up with blankets. Exactly. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. What the fnerbling are we going to do with this sign? We've even managed to snuggle in a hot drinks. Snuggling in a hot drinks machine is not recommended. Less swaddled, more hogged. Oh my! The thing is, the swaddling thing makes me think of Hermit Master, where they ended up with the B-Dub's baby photograph as part of the family photo. Oh, and we have a hydrate. Hot noodle. I'll hydrate. B-Dub's the best looking baby. Exactly. And to go with the hydrate, we have a stretch. Up we go. One. Oh, there goes the shoulder. Ah. Quick, somebody. Hot noodle. Nice and quick. Get food in the belly fast. Nice and toasty. The sign badly says, ancient sniffer skeleton, large, including nose. I think it was one of my options for what was I going to put in this room. I don't know. Let's. We will have to go and find out. Oh no, I was about to say I need to go through the Nether to find out. Ah! I'm so used to bouncing off a wall to stop. Because to me, haven't eaten today. Gonna go with the secret third option of both. Ow. Cyber, eat definitely is a good idea. Oops. Boing. Look, around here, I have no idea what's going on at the best of times. I mean, the pot noodle can be used as a temporary holdover while waiting for the delivery. Boing, 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 boing. It goes boingity 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 boing, boingity 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 boing. Right. And I don't have a bed with me because I've left it with fnerbles. Why did I leave my bed with fnerbles? Apparently I decided fnerbles needed a bed. Ow. Fortunately, there are beds in the houses here. Gonna have it own eating dinner. Yeah, something like that, Elcorn. Bit of a crossover between the two. I'm going to ignore the skeleton. I've just rapidly passed at high speed. Right. So, I thought for a minute you had a sprout over your head. Except in Amsterdam, you get what you ask for there. Oh, okay, I just realised what that meant. There we are. I can't remember the alphabet. So the question from Prelude was, no armor yet. So you need a leather redeem. Here we find Scotsman, surrounded by large amounts of documentation and several pillagers. Hold on. I've updated this. Yay! Leather armor update. Hello. Gentlemen, I see you've put your... Hello. Okay, there we are. So, building 6. Whoops. The 185th of April. Oh. And so that would be a first tier upgrade. Would you like that to be... I've forgotten what the order is. It's chainmail next, isn't it? It's chainmail, then... Is it copper? Can somebody tell me from the notes, is it leather, then chain or copper? Or is it leather, then chain, then copper or iron? I can't remember which way where we placed copper. Did we place copper next to chainmail, or... how do we get to nether? No, you don't get to there is no netherite upgrade. It does say in the single piece upgrade, chainmail or copper. Okay. Would you like the armor tier upgrade that you've selected there, Prelude, to be copper or... Okay, I'll hold on. I will refund file case. Yeah. Yours has been refunded for okay. Okay. Right. Let us do that. Let's put your book there. I've written copper. Teehee. Right. We need to go shopping. Whee! To Gordonstein Ward we go, haha, hee hee, to the funny farm, where Scotsmen should be most of the time. Right, do I have enough inventory space for 2 sets of armor? Probably not. Ah, hold on, I've got a shulker box. Haha! Does that mean I escaped from the funny farm again? Yes. Yes, I'm terribly sorry. They keep trying to catch me. So if you look at it in... I'm assuming that you're seeing it in the thing. There is a little heart icon at the top of the page for the Pokemon egg. If you click that, that becomes your buddy. Chain from leather, chainmail or copper, iron, diamond. Thank you. They should just install a revolving door. I mean, I still think that's what they should have installed at the place which was the prison for River Song, the number of times she walked out. Okay. Boingity. Boingity. Boing. Nope, missed. Okay, so I need a full set of leather armor. You'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Revolving door, and have a nice padded suite on permanent reserve for the crazy squirrel. Is the crazy squirrel similar to the crazy frog? And no, I'm not going to make this the song sounds from Crazy Frog. Right. Let's get a couple of pieces of chainmail. And a couple of pieces of copper. Right, need some sleep. Look after yourself, Blast. Both singing weird tonal shifts, so maybe. Yeah, that's believable. 1 helmet. And let's go for a helmet and a chest. And... oh, I think I've made a tactical error. Have I made a tactical error? Used to sell security alarms door to door, was really good at it. If no one was at home, you'd just leave. Oh, dear. Somehow I knew that one was coming. Yeah, this'll do. I wish we could actually, you know, stick that into there. We have a event Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in it. Ah, there we are. This is one of those moments where I knew I had a furnace in here somewhere. And it is a Furfrou. Event Pokemon Furfrou. So I need leggings and booties. Right, one pair of booties. Here we find Scotsman waiting for the furnace to finish. Let's see. I almost feel like I should leave this sign here and actually set it up as a challenge to find it. Ooh, I got an egg. Starter egg. And Dragon got a baby egg. Yay, baby egg. What do you do with a starter egg? Oh, I need to trade. Oh, lovely. Oh well. All the eggs! Yes. Still need to keep it warm. No. As I was saying, I almost feel like there should be a side quest to find the lamppost vendor. Have you seen the lamppost vendor? Lamppost vendor, lamppost vendor. Have you seen the lamppost vendor somewhere in this world? I have not seen the lamppost vendor, lamppost vendor, lamppost vendor. I have not seen the lamppost vendor somewhere in this world. That's because I haven't built in yet. Ah, now I can sleep. All of that was because I didn't want to wander away from this bed yet. There we are. I feel like I should... No. Let's do this. Put away the emeralds. And while we're doing that, excellent. There's one more ingot to finish, so you keep meeting the events pokes. But hey, misses for weekly. Yeah. Right. We now return to building 6. Oops. I need to remember which one was building 6. Is building 6 the 1, 2, 3? Yes, it's the Ravager pen one. I know where I'm going, probably. Up the temporary ladder that's been here for 2.5 years. Right. There we are. And of course there's an ad break in progress. So I'm going to find a spare chest. Nope. 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 There we are. We should nearly be at the end of the ads. Yeah. Probably. Maybe. Are you back? For those who were in ads, which I do believe was probably going to include Prelude, I have stored the leather armor that you purchased, Prelude. But over here, we have your armor stand, complete with quite a fetching outfit, I do say, of copper and chainmail. Thank you so much for hanging out, joining in chat, being here, collecting the points, and recruiting a Gordon. Pradon Prelude has been armored. And now you can stare at the back of my head, apparently. Thank you for thank you for hanging around and collecting all the pieces for that. That's a Wolfthorn. Nope. Nope. You're not him. Nope. 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 Ah, there you are. I was trying to find where you were out here. There you are. Hello. Please ignore the sounds of Ravagers. They're happily snoring in their pen below down here. And by snoring, I mean staring at me menacingly. The Folne. The Batmobile. Oops. Walking into things. Truck-kun. And there's a tromp to go with it. And of course, the Holy Grail. Hello. The Ravagers go trump, 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 trump. The Ravagers go trump, 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 chasing after the squirrel. I might as well go back this way to the nether portal, because we can always have a brief check to make sure. Yep. Keychild's still here. Hello, Keychild. And there's the other small Ravagers. Tiny Keychild. Gear. Gur. And somewhere in here is the fourth one. The third one. Yep, there's the... Yeah. Laufey. Wow. All the trumps. Trumps and the trumplets. There's the mid-sized one. Loki. Yes. I do love these. These guys are so adorable and so dangerous. They are so very, very dangerous. Do not fall into a pit of trumplets. It will not go well. It goes boingity boing, boingity boing. Do I have one named after your dog? I don't think I do, Tink. Oh, Loki. Then yes, we do have one named after your dog. We have a trumplet named Loki. It's not yours, I just found it interesting. Ah. Yeah. Loki, recruited by Raven, is the medium-sized trumplet. That one. So we have Ger, Tiny Keychild, and Loki as trumplets. In this instance, it is Loki as in the Trickster God. There's Loki. Because we have You're not supposed to be able to boot me through a wall. Farbauti and Laufey. And apparently somebody managed to boot me through the wall. And Tiny Keychild because Luna. Yeah, these things are absolute chaos. And I am not opening a gate to look at them. You know the world is getting a little bit erratic. Low-key chaotic, exactly. Need a redemption for him to open the gate. No! At some point there may be at some point we will be returning to having the recruit a Ravager options, but for that we need to build a new Ravager stables because we've run out of storage room for these. So until I build a new stables, unfortunately we don't have any more room for putting in more Ravagers. Terribly sorry. Who would have thought that recruiting a Ravager for 90,000 channel points would be considered something that people would want? Hi Raven, welcome in. How big can you make the Ravager? I think we worked out that they go up to about 2.5x or something before they stop actually getting any bigger. And how small before they don't get... what size do they not get stopped by the wall I get round there? I don't know. That's a too high wall. Kaiju Ravager, yeah. Also, Raven arriving... joining the scurry, getting us to our 100th squirrel in the scurry, and causing another $10 donation to be added to the queue. Thank you, Raven. And Raven on a 580 stream streak. Whee! And managing to escape from Mary Whitehouse bot. Just had a thought. Redemption to grow a small Ravager in small increments to a large one. Maybe. Nah. Well, that's the thing. Once you've actually got a Ravager, you can't actually change the scale of a spawned animal. And Kay, welcome in on a 55 stream streak, and apparently the Mary Whitehouse bot is just not with it today. That's another escape. That's a lot of escapes and only one catch for the Mary Whitehouse bot today. I don't like that. It vanishes too much. Which is a shame, because that would have really been nice. Right, I'm going to use those here. There we are. Let's see. I have... Yeah, that might work. What if we do that with tough? As tough brick. Well, that doesn't help. Let's try that in the right place. That's better. Now it feels a little bit more like it's in shadow, almost. That helps give this depth. And what do we do with depth? We go and catch a Heliotisk. A Heliolis? There's a Pokemon, an event Pokemon in chat. Yep. Right. That's better. Now, what we do is add in... Actually, I feel like I... Oh, yes. Right. That's what I was going to do with that. I was going to do this. That's better. And then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Wow, I completely missed, but it doesn't matter because I need to recount. 1, 2, 3, 6. And I would like that to be these, I think. Oh no! Elkhorn just missed there. Due to running out of balls. Sounds so wrong. That doesn't feel right. What if we do this? And then put a pair of... yeah, a pair of these into the corners. That's better. Ooh, that looks nice. Because that now kind of goes with what we've got with the corridors in here. Where we've got the mix of the tough and stone. And with the archways here, which it... yeah, that works. I like that. Hi, fnerbles. Boing, 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 boing. Boingity, boing, 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 boingity, boing, 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 boingity, boing, 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 boingity, boing. What I might do... that would work. Yeah. Yeah, that would work. I'm going to need a lot of stone in a minute to fill that tunnel side in. But we'll come back to that once I've figured out what I'm doing with the thing that's just crossed my mind. Right, let's put away the coarse dirt and the podzol and the gravel, which I don't need right now. And I probably don't need dirt. Not that I've got much more space for storing dirt. That's not helpful. Put that in here. Also, I don't need spruce fence right now. You, and you, and you. Put that in here. Right, I was going to St. Ives. I met a man with many wives. What? Looking at this earlier in the meetings, thought at the time was that you'd want columns to be straight down for support, but on further thought, those columns are, if anything, in tension, so as long as the arch was sufficient. Are those columns in tension? Possibly. It's one of those, honestly, I don't know, Raven. Have a good meeting, Elkhorn. If I let these get to the first stage of aging, they'll look like it's rusted copper, rusted iron. You'd need more of a look to be sure. Well, yeah, I think we all would. Well, here we are. I suspect the answer is Center of the columns is center top, which is the strongest point of the arch. It would probably be classed as a load-bearing split on the arch. So I think it would be fine. It's kind of hard to tell somehow. Right, I don't want these here because they're going to fnerble things up if I leave them there. Probably not intentional with that particular one. Yeah, that's... yeah. Right. I need more iron bars. Boing, boing. Hey, fnerbles. Nope. This one. Oh, hey, I've got a load of iron bars. Woohoo. I don't need to make any. I have them. I have the iron. Ta-ta. So, by my reckoning, that is too short. There. That should probably be large enough for the gate. I'm wondering if I should change these to something more sort of hinge-like. Say, polished black stone. Just to make it clearer, there is a gate. I get 6 polished black stone. This one, I might even have some already. Oh, I've got 4. Of course I've got 4. Let's get those 6. What we could do to make it more obvious that it's a gate. Ooh, hold on. There's something that I always do with the bottom of gates. Yes. 4 of those. Doo-doo. Welcome back, Feg. Hope things are going okay. Oh, and another hydrate. Hail hydrate. All seems to be okay. That's good to hear. I'm going to take a snack before I take a stretch. Build is getting there slowly, I think. Oh, and a stretch to go with it. Ah. Blocks have definitely been placed, yes. This is not an attempt at a ginger stream today. That's annoying. I might have to take these out just to make it more obvious that this is a gate. Yeah, that'll have to do. Right, and now we put a smoker underneath these because then that gives it the I'm a hinge point look. And then we take out these 2 as this is where it locks. I didn't ask for rain. So I'm basically, what I've been doing is try to work out both the tunnel in and the shape of the entrance so that we can basically start closing off this wall and finish off the foundations on the back of it. It's something I've used quite regularly. Smokers and droppers and dispensers. Dispensers look a little bit better than droppers because they've got the circles on them. Do I have any dispensers? Yeah, one. No. Smokers and droppers and dispensers. Oh my! Neither do you ask for rain. Had a heck of a thunderstorm from 2:30 to 3:30 this morning. Is that the one that was giving you that was rolling in and giving you the massive headache yesterday, Raven? And did the headache clear after the thunderstorm went through? This was another one, but yes, the headache did clear. Yay for clearing headache. Boo for it being a completely the wrong thing. That needs to go. Yeah, let's take this out and turn it into... I'm going to just build the tunnel out of stone initially. We can rebuild... We can turn it into actual materials in a minute. This one woke you up, keep you awake for an hour. Ew. Nature crashing around is not the nicest of ways to be kept awake. I'm going to need to put a torch in this tunnel. Boop. At which point we probably want to do something like that here. That's better. Okay, that feels like it's the right sort of shape for the entrance corridor. Actually, I think put that back. Yeah. That's got entrance corridor vibes to it now. What we could do is put in some copper bulbs in a couple of places down the sides of the walls as ways of lighting it up, which is probably going to be something I don't have. What are the odds I don't have any copper bulbs? Place your bets, please. Place your bets. Oh, too late. I don't have any. Bad Moon, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. The Wednesday? It's a third Wednesday. Risey! Welcome in, Risey! And thank you for joining us and bringing in everyone from your stream. Goodness, many people arriving. How are you? I hope you had a lovely stream today. Looks like you were playing What is Hosey? I do not know Hosey. If you have a moment to let me know what that is, I would love to find out. But if you do need to raid and run, hopefully somebody that came in with you is able to actually tell me. Welcome into Azzy Floof, Solemn Says, Risey themselves, Ben Fowler. There's the shout out to Risey. Oh, we've got a event Pokemon in chat for those who might need it. It's a cozy renovation game. Ooh, cozy renovation sounds fun. Oh no, didn't mean to give you too much of my face there. I hope you had a lovely stream. If it was super satisfying, that sounds like it was fantastic. If you need to raid and run and take care of yourselves, absolutely, that goes to anyone coming in with that stream. You do have to take care of yourself. Oh, Mr. Roo on a 3-stream streak, trying to see whether or not Mary Whitehouse can catch them, and they can't. They've escaped. Woohoo! And thank you for the check-in there, Mr. Roo. Basically remove around through the buildings of a neighbourhood to clear up all the trash, then paint and finally unboxing all the... Oh, that sounds lovely. So it sounds like a cross between Power Wash Simulator, unboxing, and possibly House Flipper a little. It sounds like it's a great mix of things, and I love the idea of working through a neighbourhood to do that. Oh, I came back here to see if I had any copper bulbs. That's a copper chest, not a copper bulb. Ooh, 3 of them. That's not enough. Furniture is mostly interactive, like there was a little Zen garden in the last one that made you... Oh, that sounds fantastic. Right. If I've got 12, I need 4 of those. Oh, there we are. Is it 3 per or 2 per? It's 2 per, so that's right. That should give me... Wait, what? I thought... Oh no, it's not blaze powder, it's blaze rods. Dag fnerble it. Now I don't have enough blaze rods. Cry. Sad Scotsman. Sad Scotsman. I've just wasted 2 blaze rods when I needed them. No. Wait, what? Oh, I've got 1 more bulb in there. Okay. I do not have a blaze farm. I do not like playing with blazes. Then I don't like blazes. Yet. Honestly, I'm more likely to make a Sad Scotsman in the Rain. That did cross my mind, Raven. It's not Sad Girl in Snow, but Sad Scotsman in Rain. Do I have a... Let's grab a button. Surely just raid a trial chamber. Oh, you mean and steal all the bulbs from it? Surely. Walk past 2 wardens without dying, blazes are a piece of cake. 2? I'm fairly sure there were 3 wardens. That's the button, not the bulb. Not the button. There were many wardens yesterday. I think we got past 3. But I'm not sure. And happy fnerbling continues, yes. I was going to make a memorial farm for the happy ghast. True, yes. It would be the... It was... Oh, what was it called? It was the Cherry Picker Memorial Blaze Farm. Wish there was a pacifist mob with a wooden aesthetic. So cute but scary. Yeah. For those who don't know that one, Cherry Picker is what we named one of my happy ghasts, which we took into the nether for when I was building my nether tunnel network. It got murdered by a set of blazes in from a nether fortress below the area that I was building in. So, of course, there will be, in the future, a blaze farm, which will be the Cherry Picker Memorial Blaze Farm. Hey, Urban! Welcome in. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for the scurry. Lovely to see you, as always. I know. I was so upset that Cherry Picker did not make it through the nether safely. Right, let's put those. Oh, good. I actually made them wax. And TGM on a 165 stream streak. And managing to escape from Mary. Nicely done, TGM. You obviously booped them just enough to confuse them. Hold on. Have I got... No, I haven't got enough tough for what I was about to do. Nope. That one. The streak counts are quite insane around here. And absolutely lovely. Well, anyone who gets caught stays in blanket jail for the rest until they next streak, effectively. Right, so what I'm thinking is do this. Streams only had access to streaks for 25. Goodness. It seemed to kick in fairly early. I don't know why it did, but yeah. Some of the streaks are quite insane. It is helped / hindered by the fact that because I stream 5 days a week on average, usually, they looked at Scots and went, streaker. Yes. Because I stream several days a week, it has really racked up the counts for a few people. fnerbles at the hospital that didn't let you streak. Goodness. But the Mary Whitehouse bot element was added because Twitch regularly loses streaks for people, and because of that, I added in an additional thing, the Mary Whitehouse bot, which basically will chase after anyone who's streaking in an attempt to catch them. It's a little bit of a game that got added. Sometimes you'll escape, sometimes you'll get caught, but it will always record that the streak happened. So even if the streak count gets lost, we have a way of preserving the fact that people have been streaking through chat. Okay, that's nice. Now if I add in stone, brick and so forth. Yeah, it was something we talked about in chat and came up with the concept of, and the whole sort of blanket jail concept has kind of come out of the conversations. But yes, despite the fact that it is reasonably balanced by way of percentage chance for escape and catch, the bot has definitely found some people that it wants to wrap up in blankets more than others. Because... But all in all, it's a lovely way of avoiding people getting upset at losing their Twitch streaks, because they still have the Mary Whitehouse attempts. Plus, the reason you can say the number of days off the top of your head is you've somehow maintained a streak from the beginning. Yep, Raven is insane. Several people around here are classically trained nutters, and I love them. I would not be where I am without the gremlins of chat. Classically trained nutter. What the heck? 14-3 escape lead on the bot, though. Yes. Why are there holes in the floor? I feel like the ceiling should not be stone. Confetti cannon distraction definitely works. Yep. Okay, in context with it from this angle, as we look at it from a distance, that tunnel entrance works so nicely as a feature at the bottom of the foundations of this building. You've been jailed so often you've started smuggling in comfort items like the hot drinks machine inside of the blanket jail. Yep. Okay, that's working nicely. We can probably consider filling in the walls. Has a sort of Thunderbird 2 vibe. I can see that. I can see that. And considering at one point I mentally considered having a piston wall here, so that it dropped as a piston wall rather than having a pair of gates here, which would have been very, very funny. Also, are these waxed or just copper? They're just copper. That's alright. That means that they will age so that they look like rusty. We don't even have palm trees, Feg, let alone folding ones. Now, if this was create, then we could probably make any tree fall over. Whether or not we can put it back up again is a different matter. Trying to figure out what I want. But then I'd skip Tracy Island and go straight to Marineville. Yep. Definitely. Hey, fnerbles. Oh. I came down here to look at this corridor to work out what I wanted to put for the ceiling. There is no ceiling. It's glass. That doesn't work. That doesn't work, fnerbles. It doesn't work. Also, this section of corridor feels too short. I don't know why. Poor fnerbles, looking wistfully at the sky and freedom. Every year, a fnerbles sits trapped in a building, trying to figure out how to escape. Your donation of channel points can aid them in getting to the hallowed lands, where they can fly freely in Hillsby. Even fnerbles was like, there ain't no ceiling here, dude. Yep. The redeems for a free fnerbles. No, not yet. Besides, the next set of copper golems that get added to the world will be the ones that are the redeems for the donations from Last Life for Extra Life. Spicy ramen, if you don't make... Thank you for coming in, Risey. Look after yourself. I hope the ramen is nice, and have a lovely evening. If we don't see you again. I mean, we've got another 35 minutes or so here, so you never know. Yeah, this area just feels like it needs to be filled in. Do we go with the classic fill it in, or do we go with the classic put up a wall and stick in a couple of lanterns and or torches and hope to God that it doesn't turn into a mob farm? Don't know. We'll come back to that problem. That's a problem for future Scots. And future Scots is sitting in a corner going, ha ha ha, not my problem, dude. Or the classic Scar approach of wall it off and just let it turn into a mob farm. Right, granite, polished granite, and bricks are needed. Boing, boing. Whoop, hey fnerbles. Okay, so let's see. I kind of feel like no. I should not have put away all the stone. I need some filler materials. Oh, I've got dirt. That'll do. I've got plenty of dirt. It's a dirty job. Right. Some of this will get blended, and we'll add in some walls to give it a little bit more texture in a minute. But for the moment, let's just get the shape, the actual wall in. Look, just because you lot have a dirty mind and turn everything out of context into something that ends up in the quote board, that's not my fault. No, that's a... It's not my fault that you lot have a dirty mind. My mind is... Well, there's a quote. Not sure I want to know how hard your procrastination is. Oh my. How many times can I fall off a roof? Don't answer that. We know the answer is many. Yep. How hard is my procrastination? Why is that? What? 2024 was a weird year. Actually, what I might do is... I feel like I should probably... Feg. Indeed. Did I have some stairs already, or am I going to just have to make some? Oh look, stairs. I'll take those walls while I'm at it. He horse you too. Uh-huh. He always calls me that. Right. Let's... Oh. Not taking out enough here. No. Yes, I did. Okay. Let's do that. Nope. Oh, there we are. You. Couple more of those. For the doors. At this point, we need to also not have this. Ooh. Actually, we can get away with it being there. And not there. So I've got 3. Make it 2. 2 more stairs. That's granite. That's bricks. Yeah. Put that there. And we have a hydrate. Heil hydrate. And to go with a hydrate, we have a stretch. Remember, hydrate, stretch, mention, food, and... Ow. Take care of yourselves as appropriate. Yep. I'm assuming Glam Pixie's going, oh my, because they've just caught up on the fnerblery in chat. Does that mean no inappropriate taking care? I leave that entirely to the justifications of those who feel that they need to justify whether or not they are being appropriate or inappropriate in their care. It is down to you. I think Frauke wins with that one. Frauke wins with that one. That one made me laugh. There's always a piece of scaffolding that manages to land in just the wrong place so you can't pick it up easily. Oh, that's going to have to be converted so that this doesn't wrong. Brick. That's stairs. Granite. That looks good. That works. I do need to take out some of this. I feel like the quote board has accelerated this week, which worries me a little. An accelerating quote board feels like it's like it's a dangerous thing. Oh. For a minute, I was trying to work out why there is mossy cobble and basalt here. Obviously, that's from the back of where the portal is. So we're going to have to be careful about where we put stuff around here now. Right. How am I going to blend this into the cliff edge? Because I feel like it would be nice to keep this outcropping. Maybe make it a bit more rocky. Possibly a little bit of Bullwinkle. But it does feel... That's not structural scaffolding. So it would be... Do we go one more? Should we go one more? Yeah, why not? Let's go one more. At which point we might as well just go all the way. Alright. Let's see. 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 of each. I know I need to do the stairs above the divider line, but we will come back to that in a second. Okay, that would be... Yeah, might as well. Let's do this. I'm going to take out you, and you. Let's do granite wall and a pair of brick walls. That's nice. That gives a good feel. Let's take out these two. Make those brick walls. At which point, I think those two. Right, I need, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I take them all the way? Yes, I did. Whoops. 11. So, if I need 11 stairs, let's go for... That's walls. That's not going to help. Let's go for that and that. Do that. Come back to... Actually, we can do that with this. And we have an event Pokemon in chat, for those who might be interested. It's a Passimian. And thank you, as always, to the 3RK Information Service for keeping us aware of both what we are trying to catch and why. Let's do that. A couple of these here, there. Oh, why did I jump down? It should just get fnibbled. Walls and granite. So let's put a couple of bits of granite in and brick. And some more brick. A bit more. Yeah. Oh, that has... I mean, we got this gap in the middle, but that has made a massive difference to the way that this building works now. Suddenly the whole building feels like it's actually connected to the landscape. I think I should just add in bricks and granite into here, rather than trying to do anything clever. Yeah. Also gives it a sense of scale. Yes, it does, actually. I think you're right. It also helps make it a bit asymmetric, and that asymmetry helps make it more interesting. Because brutal symmetry just never works. Well, no. Symmetry can work very, very well, but a little bit of asymmetry helps an awful lot. Still need to do the side on the building. And work out whether or not we're going to do something with this corridor. Or cave. Maybe the entrance on the left leads to the basement. What, this side? Possibly. I mean, we do have... Arch over the top has a bit of an anglerfish vibe. True. I was going to have this lead down to the... This lead down to the lab complex. Because at some point I still want to try and put in a lab complex. We've got plenty of space for it. We've even got some research. Some research victims. Not sure we want to research the shrubberies. Am I making level 3 of decked out? Maybe the version that is pre-chaos or pre-failure? I do need to get rid... I think I will probably end up filling in quite a lot of the caves and then building it. Decked out origin. How do you know that's not what we're building in a week and a half? Granted, I've not fully read the details. This title is delightfully on brand. Hey, Sydney! My stream titles don't often bear a huge amount of resemblance to what I'm actually doing. I do leave room for them to be completely fnerbled. Right. Was it Monday that said 0 brain cell? Probably. That feels right. Only the VODs can confirm that. That's every day that ends in Y. Usually it ends in why. Why, dear fnerbles, why? There's a hole in my fnerbles, and it does no. There's no holes in my fnerbles. That sounds wrong. I wish to take that statement back. I wish to take that statement back. Oh, I'm out of. Oh, I'll just do that. Whee! Oh, camera count's still got gamma override switched on. Do 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 be do 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 be do do do. Ah, wrong thing. I'm not in control of fnerbles. I can't stop them from fnerbling. I don't know why I'm trying to sing a wonderful thing like this. Ah! No, I'm trapped! Kel, thankfully. Thank you for giving that gift sub to Sydney. Feg, if I knew the answer to that, do you really, really think I would actually have a good, solid, stable answer to that? Why does any song end up in my head? Other than because for some reason the brain cell decided to bounce off of that fnerble. And then I ended up with a singing random. A singing random. I mean, that's basically the descriptions of any of my streams, really. He was writing his penny farthing. Fnerbles, fnerbles, give me an answer, do. Why are you writing a penny farthing to a wonderful far-off mainland and full of yeah. Hey, Blacklad. Thank you for coming in with the Risey raid as well. You just got back. Woohoo! Oh, that's so much better now that it's actually connected to the ground. Have you not met fnerbles? We do have. There he is. Risey, meet fnerbles. Fnerbles? Sydney, meet fnerbles. Uh-oh. Hold on. That one's going to take a little second. Right. Services, quotes. Scroll through 500 and odd quotes. 600 and odd quotes. Delete that one. And go into the quote library. And delete the brain. Okay. That quote has been removed, Raven. Yep, this is fnerbles, Sydney. Fnerbles is renowned for being an escape artist. We have found fnerbles in the Nether. We have found fnerbles in the gardens. We have found fnerbles up a tree. We found fnerbles wandering free. We've managed to put some anti-fnerbles escape. You think fnerbles is pre-last? Yes, that particular fnerbles is pre-last life. He's been here for a year. He arrived 2 days after copper golems were possible. And yes, fnerbles finds a way. To the point at which it's even on the roof was... Yes! I like how we can mark things as pre-event or post-event. Yep. I still don't know how he ended up on the roof. Oh, today is a good day for quotes. Where's fnerbles booked to Scott's merch? Oh, good lord. Is that to go with the fnerbles finds a way merch? Yes, fnerbles did find his way to the roof, Kel. It's all part of Fnerbles Inc. Find fnerbles. To keep it like where's Walt. Yeah, exactly. But I can't control fnerbles. Fnerbles finds a way. And when fnerbles finds a way, generally it results in mayhem, chaos, and things that make me want to go, what the heck? I think at the time there were enough different elements open that allowed him to get up there. I think he'd come up here through this section. He'd then snuck up through this stairwell, and I think he carried on up this stairwell, and then he'd come up through here, and he'd basically just chased his way up onto it through here. Are we really at quote 200? Goodness. I mean, we've made progress. We've got a tunnel and a back wall fixed. He's like R2-D2. You see him for ages just bimbling around, and then surprise, jetpack. Surprise jetpack. That sounds like it's that sounds dangerous. I don't, much as how I'd like to believe you, Blackclad. Fnerbles with a jetpack. Possibly. Yes, he did, Feg. He did. I can imagine the fan art already. So I know that if you tether something to an allay, the allay will follow you upwards. And I'm fairly sure that after it could probably lift a copper golem. So you could actually give a copper golem a flying lessons by hanging them off an allay. Luna! Welcome in. I hope the meeting isn't too bad, Raven. I know you've got a few more minutes. It's just Scotsman with an elytra. Wow! Fnerbles with a backpack is Scotsman with an elytra. That's not fair. Funny, but not fair. Oh. Yes, Fnerbles. They're talking about you again. I know. They're not picking on you, though. They really love you. Yes, I agree. They do love you. Fnerbles, we love you. Fnerbles, we care. I know what to name an allay. Jetpack. And we have a slurp uff in chat. I'm going to move those forwards by one. I'll sort that out more. I need to see in center chat, you're in love with pain. Is that what your bot told you? Have we gone into Luna's chat and done !love pain to find out what the answer is? If nobody does, I want to find that checked in Luna's stream tomorrow. What did Superman call his flying Minecraft pet? Up and away! Oh, the tiny dinos. Oh, goodness. Right. I am heavily into quote 200. You've done kink shame. We've had that sort of chat today, Blackclad. I mean, it started when, for some reason, after somebody suggested there was the possibility of me not being Scottish, I turned round and said, no, I am actually Jack the Whipper's brother. And it just evolved from there. Girls nibble. Oh, goodness. There's a channel link in Discord, Blacklad. Yes, the Scotsman is Jack the Whipper's brother, is one of the hosts. That sounds so wrong. Oh, that makes all the difference. Now that we've got that entrance and we've got this wall connected to the ground level. I mean, I could have said I was Lucy Darling's brother, and that would have made it even weirder. Min-max D&D still need to get around. Yes. Okay, this tunnel works so nicely now as an entrance. And this just looks so awesome. Will she, won't she? Oh no! Footy on a 3-stream streak and straight into blanket jail. Nice try, though. And thank you for the streak. This looks awesome. A buried tower that has phased in from the nether. And it's got sort of hidden sections around the back. It's suitably dark and mysterious. And even the death pit for the piglins looks fun. Fnerbles whistles the theme tune to The Great Escape. Oh. Yeah, I think the left-hand side is going to be more brickwork than cliff work. Even the death pit looks fun. TripAdvisor. That definitely sounds correct, Feg. I tripped with TripAdvisor into the death pit. It was fun. Uh-oh. Have a good time, Zone Raven. Thank you for being here. And yes, this area will lead down to the future research labs for Jurassic World. And then over here, outside, I still think the front of this building just looks amazing. It's when you consider that this building is now... I love the fact that this building is starting to feel like it's actually solid. It's taken months to build. It has taken actual months to build this place. But and it actually feels right when you see the airship connected to it. Or will do when we get the second tower built. I don't want to think how many months it's going to take to get that second tower. Watched Blumenich, love archery, was aware of sellsword, arts, Tater, Banzai and Jacques. I knew, but loving their content, want to condense. Well, you've seen the next two airships, Feg. You know exactly what they look. Well, the next single airship, which is actually two more airship sections. Where is that? Well, I don't think everyone's seen that. So let's have a quick visit to... let's go here. That should allow me to... Oh, no. One of my fossil relatives was identified recently. Numisian ape. Thanks, Glam. So. Minus 620. 280. Minus 5640. That'll do. So, for those who haven't seen it, this is Himmelsby. Or at least, the foundations for Himmelsby. This is my future storeroom. This is my future storeroom. These airships are just the support structure. The storeroom itself is going to be in the area down the middle. Think a cross between the Avengers helicarrier, a steampunk airship, something that's in Discord as a human sentient airship. Don't know about that. What that one is. And Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons Skybase. It took me a while to prepare this, and at some point we will start building the actual storage room into this. So yes, if it's cloud-based inspired, we'll include the angels too. We could possibly make that the happy ghosts. Yeah. Because there will be actual docking areas for happy ghosts. Other than this one. Because that's just a temporary docking area. Because that was the happy ghost I needed for construction. Melody, Rhapsody, Symphony, Harmony, and fnerbles. With all the airships starting to think Scots is some steampunk villain. Not quite. But definitely a little bit mentally scarred for life. However, that is a future problem for future Scots. Current day Scots is still attempting to build out Jurassic World. At some point, I think we need to start looking at actually building some more of the actual animal pens. However, we have reached the point where I'm going to wrap up before I get absolutely distracted any further. Probably by fnerbles escaping again, because that never happens. Honest Gov. Thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been absolutely lovely having you all here, having people crash because the other wizard got travel sick. I, on the other hand, flipped out the crashing cart and landed it. Nice. Thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been absolutely lovely. And thank you to Risey for the raid in. It has been absolutely fantastic having you all here. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time of 2.5 hours previously to now. Always raiding out as you get here. I'm sorry, Luna. You just obviously choose the wrong time. I do not hate you, Luna. You know that. And your bot is the one that tells me that you hate me. Or I hate you. And that's your bot that's lying. Where was I? I've forgotten where I was in my exit comments. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be back here carrying on with more of the building around Jurassic World. In the interim, everyone remember, we have Build for Better coming in a week and a half, where I will probably be causing chaos with Luna. And a great many other fantastic builders who, for some reason, have decided that it makes fantastic sense to include me in a charity event raising money for Gamers Outreach, which will cause more chaos. Because I never cause chaos in a charity stream. Oh, wait, hold on. Sydney, keep quiet. Oh, goodness, we're all doomed. We are so doomed. And don't worry, Luna. I you know how you've got the individual redeem for making you large, small, or random, so we can have a giant Luna. At one point, my thought on that was, at some point, somebody might actually make me a teeny tiny Scotsman. And I know there was a request to possibly allow people to sit on people's heads, a la the way that we can on Wilderness. My thought was, teeny tiny Scotsman on top of a giant Luna, under the heading of it being sort of what's the one with the rat chef? Which? Dang it! I can't remember the film cartoon Rat Chef. Ratatouille. Yes. Spelt bad. Yes. Ratatouille. Either with Scotsman, teeny tiny Scotsman on giant Luna, or giant Scotsman, teeny tiny Luna on the head. Probably the other way, the teeny tiny Luna on top of Scotsman's head, trying to guide him and make him actually do something sensible. Because that happens. Yeah, try to make Scots do something sensible. The pinky and the brain, the pinky and the brain. One is insane and the other's is pinky. Okay, before I lose it any further, I'm going to actually queue up this raid before I totally go over the edge. Thank you, Feg. Let's see. We have a great many absolutely fantastic people out here. Deep is live, and we have not been to visit Deep for a while. No. I am not. We are not. We are not giving Feg what he wants. Not this time. Let's go and visit Deep Sky Miner, who is an absolutely wonderful, fantastic builder. I hope everyone has a good time zone. You've got until about 30 seconds to try for this Pokemon, which is an event Pokemon, and I will send you over there. Everyone, take care, and I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye-bye.